This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield and Chris Goss.
It is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Dang it. Well, by the time we wrap it up, it'll be the 7th of April.
We just want to call this the 7th then?
Yeah. It's the 7th of April,
This
2020.
is the 217 Recovery Podcast
For your Tuesday. This is the earliest
edition.
of a podcast that they're ever going to get.
What day is this going to be?
Tuesday.
What day is it, Dustin?
I don't know.
Today-
3,665 day, whatever you guys
Have
are
you
going
been
on about. I don't know
just
what
meant
that's
like
about.
what day of the
It's
week?
like
Did
Tuesday.
you
It's
listen to
Tuesday,
Chris and I
yes.
just talk a minute ago?
That's not where I was
This
going.
is
Are
kind
you
of
in
why
the
you
room
don't
with
have
us,
your own
or are you on the
microphone.
phone, or
This is why you don't have your own microphone sometimes.
Lord,
I'm
somebody
sorry.
wake Marnie up.
Well,
tired.
I'd like to welcome you guys to the show tonight. I'm Chris Goss. I feel really awkward saying it first, but
That's fine. I'm Corey Winfield.
Dustin Drake.
got a
And
guest in
We have go ahead. You
sorry,
can introduce the
we
guest.
got a guest in the house.
Very excited to have him here.
Right, and we are with us tonight, and he's said his name already. Again, we should probably welcome him with
Fanfare. There it is, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Captain Save-A-Ho.
we got Captain
Or
Sabo.
wait,
Wait a minute.
you're going by Dustin Drake now.
I don't
Or
care.
You're back and forth.
He's over here from the Project. What is it?
Project Nation.
Okay, I have the hardest time remembering.
When do you
the name
guys
of
do
that
them? Because
show.
I'm so confused. Because
I'm
sometimes
so
because it was like Monday. At first, it was like Wednesday and Friday, and then that was it.
No,
and then it was like we're gonna add Monday, and then
Why did we add Monday? I thought
don't
Anna's
know.
Day was
You're
Monday.
part of the show.
and now it's like Friday. Well, there's nothing, and I'm like,
We do
what's
it 3 times a week. We're supposed to now.
You're supposed
Well, what's
to.
going on? Then you were
I don't.
gone.
Well,
and
I
Ryan
was gone. There was a
crying.
situation.
Are you guys
there.
okay?
I-
You want to talk
we're
about it?
Hold on about the situation. Don't put the situation on our show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put the situation. That's why I said situation.
You just said situation. I'm sorry.
That's a-
Does,
No.
does he frustrate you?
No, nope. I'm not talking about it. Chris said I can't.
Well,
Chris, we gotta get to the bottom of
okay,
this.
fine.
They're our
let's-
sister show,
Let's open the door.
brother
Okay.
show, little brother show, their little sister.
Little
Little
brother,
brother
not
show.
sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little brother show.
So, why don't you like Ryan?
Why don't I?
Why
I
is he
like
hard to
Ryan.
work with?
Well, I mean, he's got a big ego, but I still like him.
Now he's seen
Gotta
his
feed him.
feelings now.
I'm not hurting his feelings. He'll be all right. He likes his ego fed.
Oh,
Hear that, Mr. Beckman?
Oh, wow. All right. So, all right. Well, we were just joking around.
Well,
but
I'm
you're,
just-
you're getting to the real
he
bottom nitty gritty. Let's get to it.
Nothing I wouldn't say to his face.
You know, has he ever?
Oh, boy. Well,
That's true, I guess. So, yeah, okay.
okay,
Just,
well, welcome
just get
to
your guys'
the,
days
Here we
figured
go.
out.
Here we go.
and It's
Welcome
easier
to
to promote you that way, you know.
All right,
It's-
that's good. Thanks, guys.
Hey, I tried to stop that train wreck.
Well, it just crashed.
I
Choo-choo.
like, I like fires.
Fire.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's a project, you know.
That's
It
the
is
name
a
of the show,
project.
correct?
Project
So,
Nation.
you know, you guys will figure it out hopefully, and yeah, hopefully you'll
We'll
pick
figure
up
it
some
out.
steam. Let's, you know, get that repetition underneath you, and
What do I-
once you figure that out, man, and you know, there were some days, and Ryan actually helped me this back in the day in the summer. I know there was one day in particular I did not want to do it. Did not want to do a podcast, and he's like, "Man, you got to do it, Corey. You know, it's." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Let's get the computer on. Let's do it." And it's hard, man. And you guys got to pick each other up as, you know, the co-host and host, whatever. You guys got to pick each other up, man. And when you're not feeling it, I get it. I've been there. And when Ryan's not feeling it or whatever,
Yeah.
you guys got to remind each other, hey, man, look, you know, Ryan knows his sister's listening or waiting
Right.
for it. You know, there's at least one person.
Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, and there's, I think I don't know as far as their
when-
numbers, but you know, if you're a brother to us, then you know they give it a shot. You know, and I said the other night on with the show Corey and I were doing, it's like I made a commitment to Corey, that Corey made a commitment to me, that we were going to do this to make the commitment to the people that listen to the show, and I've been slacking a little bit, but we've also been busy, and, things are getting a little more settled in. Congratulations. And, that wasn't to me, that was to a person in the room, but, yes, things are getting settled in, roots are getting, set, or, things are getting set in the pot, and roots are going to eventually set. And you just gotta give it some time. You just gotta get into it. You gotta find your rhythm, your groove, and you gotta find your days that you're going to be doing it together. Make that commitment to that day and do it. Unless you're in the. Let's just say you bumped your toe and you have to do something tomorrow to take care of it, and you're not there for the commitment. Take care of your toe first.
Yeah.
I think the day the toe got bumped, we both didn't feel like doing the podcast.
That's when you should, though.
I get that.
And there's some things too that you probably want to steer clear from, and just from my doing it and falling on my face and really offending some people and alienating listeners, people that they listen to Chris and I was told today again, they go, oh, it's because it's fun, you guys are having fun, you're doing your own thing. And sometimes I'm told that I need to reel it back in, She's like, sometimes you guys aren't talking about recovery, and it's this and that. I'm like, no, we are.
Broccoli.
But that's still, we were having fun.
We did have a good time.
We can laugh at that, and we have a good time, and we have fun in recovery. But, not every day is fun.
No.
I get that, but I think just more exploring the feeling of how you're feeling and just breaking that down. I think that might have actually helped you guys the other day. If you would have just, instead of getting on there and, blah, so-and-so and blah, so-and-so, and no, how are you feeling?
How are you feeling? Figure out why you're feeling that way, and figure out how you can help not to feel that way. And it's a lot easier said than done. Yes, we know this. We know this.
Because we've been reacting our whole lives, and we talked earlier briefly about reacting and acting a little bit, and this situation or whatever might have happened, but the things that you learn from it, and next time you'll be more prepared. Will you still do the right thing? I don't know. It depends what the situation is, but if it's something minor, I think you're going to look at it and go, not even going to waste my energy.
Well, you shouldn't waste your energy if it's not about you. Found that out too.
Yeah.
And then
just
let's
step away.
And we'll go ahead. Then when if there's a situation that is happening about you, and not I'm just saying, you're seeing a different situation. Is it about you? If it's not about you, if it doesn't pertain to you, if it does pertain to you, how do you react to it if it doesn't? It's not your problem. And how do you react if it is your problem? Because we react sometimes. You react the same way if it is or it isn't, and reacting that way, whether it is or it isn't your problem, is still, the outcome to that is going to play into it. Even if it is your problem, do you jump down that person's throat, or do you step back, think about it, see where they're coming from? And I know it's again, a lot easier said than done, but step back, take a breath, figure it out, find out, and then figure it out.
I can tell you one thing. I handled the situation a lot better than I would have a month ago. Way better.
And that's good. You see, at least you can look at it and go, I'm making progress.
Yeah.
You're not going to be there 100%. You might not ever be there 100%, but if you can get a little bit better each time, there was a saying in Benton Harbor when I worked at that station, when it was good, and with good people running it, there was a saying on the WIRX glass that we had in front of us. It said, just a little bit better today than yesterday. Huh. I've always remembered that, and I just remember thinking, I use that on the air, on my skills on the air, man, if I can be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday, and I add that up after a year, damn, I'm going to be a lot better than I was today. Yeah. And you just got to look at it like that, in my opinion. Just might not be perfect, but you know what? You're never going to be perfect.
Yeah, nothing, but I don't want to be perfect. Like I always say, I don't want, when people say you got it, I don't want it. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be, sometimes when you're trying to live in a group, around a group of people. You're trying to build a pyramid, and every now and then one of the pieces gets taken from underneath it, and you got to start all over again. So, but I don't know where that analogy came from, but perfection is not something I want. I want to learn something every day. I want to figure something out every day, and maybe help somebody out every other couple of days. But there's always a learning process, learning curve, learning situation, learning something different, figuring out what to do to take care of this, to take care of that. And sit back and sometimes enjoy things a little differently. I don't know why I'm talking all soft like I'm on one of those.
I like this.
Just checking out your levels. And
It's like, you might have to turn it up a little.
Well, I apologize. I feel like I'm one of those radio talk shows where maybe it's because we have a person sleeping in and around the area, and I don't want to bother them. Well, I think I'll just crank it up a bit. I did drink another drink earlier, and sometimes they take effect later, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But I feel like, how did you figure that situation out? Like, thanks, caller. Thanks for calling in. Thanks. No, I don't get it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll just shut up now. So, did we have anything on the docket for this evening?
Well, yeah, when you just mentioned, you like to learn new things every day, and as much as you can. And we learned Dustin might have a broken toe, and we also, which we don't really, whatever, man, it's a toe, cut it off.
Right.
No.
You got nine more.
I don't want to lose my toe.
We're more concerned about the coughing and the symptoms.
Yes.
Yeah, the symptoms. I'm not.
Great.
I'm coughing, but it's from chewing tobacco.
Well, I don't understand how you could figure a cough is going to come from a chew.
Because
Now,
the chew will run to the back of my throat, and it makes me cough.
it's the chew that runs to the back of your throat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So do you cough when other things run to the back of your throat?
I've never had anything else in the back of my throat except
You've never drank water?
beverages.
Wow.
But that doesn't make me
So,
cough.
I mean, like, so if you...
I know where
Does it
Chris
make
is
you
going with
cough?
this.
What did you say?
What do you
Does it
mean?
make-
Nobody was going
cough.
anywhere with
Oh,
that.
yes, you're smiling and
I always
talking
smile.
nicely to me.
I had a good day today. I'm going to smile. Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I mean, it's all right, Chris.
No. Well, I understand. Well, you can't get throat cancer from chewing tobacco.
I don't
That's
think
also from swallowing the juice, and I see you spit a lot.
I'm not going that with a 10-foot pole.
Why is there going to be measurements when it involves spitting or swallowing with you?
Exactly. I'm stopping right. I swallow spit once in a while. There you go.
Well, I'm glad that other people know that.
I don't think
'cause
it's
didn't
good for
ask.
you.
No.
It's not. That's why I cough. But if you notice when I'm not chewing, oh god, I know where I'm going with this.
Here's
When
this
I
paint
don't
bucket
chew,
and
I don't
paintbrush.
cough.
Here's this paint bucket and paintbrush. Go paint the floor and paint that way, please.
I'll paint myself into a corner, and you guys can just chew me out.
It's just like saying, well, when I don't have sex, I don't have AIDS.
I guess. Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little different. You're right.
Yeah.
Stretch in there.
Okay,
maybe.
where are we going now?
Well, we were going to put you in a corner, but you already painted yourself in there. So, bing, check that off. It's terrible.
There needs to be a gong button on there.
Yeah, there used to be a shotgun button.
Shut up, Dustin.
Where it was kind of going, where this was being directed, it wasn't trying to be directed towards Dustin's mouth, but what it was is the direction of symptoms, how you feel with this whole melee of things going on. How do you feel? Are people overreacting? But you're the one talking about a cough. I did notice that there's another guy in the house who his voice is getting a little raspier and he's been coughing a lot more, but he's also taking medication to help ease the new COD that he's been diagnosed with, I guess. But Corey. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Who's not talking about me? I don't know.
No. I was going to just try and direct because right now the wheels are spinning and I'm getting nothing right now. This was you laid out the floor plan and I'm just looking at the blueprints. Okay.
Yeah. So we wanted to do the earliest podcast ever.
This is pretty early.
For the day that it's supposed to be published. I mean, obviously it's not the first podcast ever, but it's the earliest for 217 recovery on the day that we're supposed to do one. Now it is the 7th. Officially, it's 10 after midnight. So
Woot woot.
there you go.
Yeah.
People getting it early.